Hello, fellow crafters, and welcome to Altenew Educators Video Hop. The theme for this video hop is Harvest Hues. Now, details of the hop and the hop list are in the description below. Don't forget to start at the beginning of the hop with Altenew and work your way through, liking and commenting on each video. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to be showing you a technique that I just don't use often enough with my 3D embossing folder. And the embossing folder I'm going to be using is Garden Harmony. So this is really kind of the perfect embossing folder for this project. It's just this beautiful giant tree with cluster of leaves. Now what you can see is I'm just ensuring that the side I want to use is the lifted side. So the side that pushes the paper down. Now I've added some tape on the back of my panel and I'm going to be taping it down technically to the front of this embossing folder. Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be stamping with my embossing folder. So this is something you can do if you don't want to emboss, or maybe you just don't want to pull your machine out, whatever the case may be. This can give you a really beautiful background. It can definitely give you a distressed background or something subtle if you're not looking for too much impact. So you can see here I'm using the Firefly ink and I'm just rubbing it all over my embossing folder, and then I'm going to close it and I'm going to push it down. And there you have it. So there's an impression, but I'm going to keep going. I'm actually going to move on to a darker green, Shadow Creek. First, of course, I've got to clean off that embossing folder. Now, this ink pad's super juicy, so you can see there's a lot of ink there. And I actually am going to remove some of that extra ink, and I'm just dabbing down with a scrap piece of paper that I have. And then I'm going to close it up and get an impression with a darker green. So you can see it's a little bit more bolder, but I've still got that Firefly ink on there. So I'm getting a combination of shades. Now I'm coming in with a lemonade stand ink. And I mean, this is just the perfect autumn color. I mean, it fits beautifully. Now I'm not getting the impression I want with the lemonade stand ink. And what I noticed with this embossing folder is I had different levels of, what's the word I use? The lifted portion of the embossing folder, there are different levels to those lifts. And in order to transfer that ink to the paper, I needed to push really, really hard, which was not my initial plan. And that's okay. I still love the final outcome. So we'll move on to the flowers, and I'm using the Build-A-Garden Dear Dahlias. Oh my goodness, say that 5 times real fast. And this product comes with a stamp, a die, stencils, and when I say die, I mean coordinating die to the stamp, as well as a die cut layering flowers. Oh, and that's what I'm going to be using with this project today. And you'll notice on each of these die cuts, I've got this little arrow, and Altenew calls them the keyholes. And this helps you layer up each piece in the order and angle in which they're supposed to go. So I'm coming in and I'm ink blending the base of my petals with an amber blaze. I so love this color. It is so creamy. My goodness. I'm going to come back in with a coral red, and I'm actually going to blend that coral red into that amber blaze. And this is giving me just this really beautiful, bright, bold colors. And I am using a lot of ink. I am putting a ton of ink down, and that's normally not like me. So this was actually a little tough for me to put this much ink down on the paper, and I'm not done yet because I'm going to come in with Heartbeat and add a brighter red to the tips of these petals. And again, I'm using a lot of ink. I'm not going too far down the petals with the heartbeat. I just want those colors to blend into each other. All right, that's enough of me talking. I'm going to throw on some music and I will catch you on the back end of this video. All right, here is the finished card panel. So beautiful background, very bright and bold dahlias, and unfortunately I had to cut that one flower. I had to sacrifice something to fit those two flowers on, and I sacrificed that flower. All right, so just a reminder, this is the AECP video hop. Don't forget to start from the beginning with Altenew, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to be eligible for the giveaway. And I will see you at the next project.